I don't even know what to say.
You're almost going to go into a Gene Shalit. It's like, from start to finish, this movie was completely action-packed. I was on the edge of my seat. Forget the edge of the seat. I was on the edge of the theater. If you haven't got your 20 minutes of accelerated heart rate in today, then I suggest the Assassin's Creed with Michael Fassbender.
The world of internet opinion often deals in absolutes, but we think it's important to remind you that every cloud has a silver lining. This is quite contrary.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it has come to our attention that not everybody enjoyed the new Assassin's Creed movies. So, yes, Assassin's Creed sucked. But here's what rocked about it.
Number 1, similar to the video game. So the movie Assassin's Creed isn't actually that different from one of the video games. The storylines are pretty similar, the action's pretty similar, and just all around just similar. You don't realize it as much in the video game that it's actually a really cheesy story because it's a video game. You're used to weird things like trying to find an artifact that control free will. So like I said, it's actually pretty damn close. So if you're a fan of one of the video games, you actually might like the movie a little bit.
Much like the video games, this thing is marred with muddy visuals and frame rate issues. So if the video games didn't make you sick, then neither will this movie.
Yes, I agree with both of you. The movie was very, very similar to the video game. There's one thing that they could have added which would have made it exactly like the video game, which is if Michael Fassbender's character had climbed to the very tip top of a structure and then immediately jumped the other way for no freaking reason, it would have been just like it. And Broccoli Bob, you know what I'm talking about, man. Number 2, action-packed. From start to finish, this movie was balls to the wall, all right? Didn't stop for nothing.
I actually agree. The action was actually pretty impressive, especially the stunt work. The only thing I can complain about is really the shaky cam, but that's just industry standard now, so that's just what we have to deal with. But the action was actually really good.
I also like the choice to get the camera as close to the actors as you possibly can while you're doing the shaky cam, so that there is zero chance you can tell what exactly is going on in these scenes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What I really enjoyed about the action was the choice to include scenes of Michael Fassbender in the Animus machine, the big robotic arm, as well as him within the Animus reality, allowing them to chop the two ideas together. Essentially, you had him over here in a hood and him over here in his prison garb, which means that it was 2 action scenes for one, and completely not disorienting or taking you out of the action in the least. Number 3, Michael Fassbender. Michael Fassbender, gun to his head, I don't think he could do a bad job in a movie.
No, Michael Fassbender's great. He really brought to life a character that was barely even written.
Number 4, it was good for a video game movie. Yeah, so yeah, like you're saying, so video game movies. What?
You went full Madden. Yeah, right there. You're the computer game movie.
He's my animal spirit.
Let's face it. Video game movies have not been stellar in the past. There are a huge amount of turds out there. But among the turds, this one smells a little less. And I'm being honest here, jokes aside, we've been a little backhanded with most of this, but this is a good video game movie.
Right, within that context, right.
In that genre.
So it's definitely, I would put it in the top half at least.
Game to film genre.
Right.
This is not a bad
Right.
video game movie.
Right.
And it's not really a bad
Is my
adaptation.
breath kicking, dude? You keep getting like...
No, you're fine. But now, to be fair to the genre, though, you Bowles retired.
So everybody's game should have stepped up a lot.
Yeah, so every game that's produced now is going to be a little bit better. Like it's gonna rank a little higher.
It feels to me like it would have been well served to have at least one more rewrite, because there are parts of it that feel a bit like kind of an intimate psychological thriller. the idea that parts of the Animus is still in his head when he's in his cell, stuff like that. Him not knowing what's real or fake. Him learning how to kill even better while he's in there. I expected them to play more with the idea of breaking reality and actually pushing the boundaries of what he considered to be his own destiny. Unfortunately, that gave way to slitting Jeremy Irons' throat in probably one of the least climactic scenes in movie history. But
how'd they even get in there? I mean, an event like that, they should have to check your Templar card before you get in, right?
yeah, especially with a 1,000-year-old organization that's known best for keeping secrets.
Yeah.
So before we go, we're going to say our absolute favorite thing about the movie. Mine, Michael Fassbender's performance.
I think they made some pretty brave choices as far as cinematography goes.
I found out Jeremy Irons is still alive.